averages, they're all clumped up together. If it doesn't reject them, then we've got a problem. Big problem. Big problem. We're looking to make this trade here. If this closes as a signal, %98 spent on the candle. We're in. Two trades going on here at the moment. Going to modify. We've got two stop losses, and our take profit is at this red line here, up here. This is where our take profit area is. Our take profit zone is around this area here. Now, our mental stop is going to be in this area. This is a mental stop 2, and our mental stop 1 is here. So our mental stop zone is in this area here. This is our mental stop zone. Anything around here we will consider coming out. Now, we're just going to monitor it and see if we can get up into this region here. This is our TP region. Around this area here is our region to take profit, depending on how this goes on. Now, let me show you the reason why I've put a take profit there. Obviously, this is a natural, down here is a natural area. This is a natural area for stop losses. That's a natural area for stop losses. And now to derive this take profit, you go to the hourly chart and you look to the left. Look to the left, you can see there's a point here where there is a lot of stop orders. A lot of people have put in some sell orders to come down on here. So people will be putting their stops here and they are interested in the price going down. So there's a lot of money in this area here. If you look before that, a lot of people have lost their money because they put sell orders here, sell orders here. They've all lost their money already. Now, the one standing at the moment is this area here. There's money in that area here, the recent money. There's still money down here at the bottom. So if it does turn, we still know target areas that we will chase. There's an area up here as well. There's areas. So if it does turn on us and we are wrong, we still have the potential to have a profitable day if we follow the market. Go back to the 5 minute. Let's see what's happening. Nothing's happening at the moment. It went up a bit, rejected it a bit. I don't know whether it's going to go for it or not, but this is what we're doing today. It's gone up a bit already today, as you can see. Looking at this area here, it's gone up before the open. This is the London Stock Exchange open time. The open started on this candle here. So all of this is post open movement. So all we can do right now is see if our theory is correct at the moment. If it's correct, great. If it's not, no problem. We'll follow it where it's going. Problems we might encounter is the fact that this area where we have come in, this area here, if we look to the left, let me go into the hourly chart. If you look to the left, you can see this area here and here. And here you can see these areas there. Those areas, a lot of people have put stop losses there already. There's stop orders there already. So they may have been the target for today's upsurge. They may have been the target. So if they're already the target has already been achieved. So the price doesn't have to go up any further. They've already taken their stops. So if that's the case, then we're out of luck on the buy side. Then we just wait for another signal. It does happen. So we just have to hope that that's not their main target. The only reason it might not be their main target is because this is quite early and a lot of stop orders may not have accumulated in that area. So the main one is the one on the left, that big one. There's so much money there. It's incredible. So let's just monitor it. That's all we can do. Monitor it and find out whether we're right or not. We've made our analysis. We've got our story. We just have to hope that it still does what we want it to do, benefit from it and leave. Not a good thing at the moment. It's rejected the area that we are going for. It may have just been going for these recent stop orders. It's very possible that we have come in late into this market. There is a 9-day moving average here, which at the moment price is below. That is a problem for us. We need it to be above the 9-day moving average. Is coming closer to our first area of stop, mental stop, and it's looking to get into this area here. We don't want that. We don't want that. But the only thing I can see, there is a possibility that price at the moment is going down to create more people who want to sell. So people have seen this upsurge. They've seen this candle here, which is a indefinite candle, doji or whatever you want to call it. They've seen that. Then they've seen the market reverse. They've got their confirmation candle here to enter the market on a short. So if that's the case, then there's people coming in now and they've put in a short. So there's going to be money up in this area here. Right here, there's going to be more money. So if that's the case, if this area here becomes a support area, then the price can go up, take their stops, and go to the area where we want it to go, into this area here. It's possible. That could be the reason this is happening this way. Or it could just be, as we know it, it's just going to go down and take our stops. It's just going to, from here, it's just going to go down and take this stop here. Because there's a stop right here. There's a lot of money in this area. Just like we've put a natural stop, a hard stop there. So many other people have done that. So we don't know exactly what they're trying to do, but those are the scenarios which can play out. So we've done our analysis and we've got a buy signal. That's what we have at the moment, a buy signal. It is a bit late, but we don't buy pre-London Stock Exchange. We don't sell pre-London Stock Exchange. When the stock exchange opens, that's when we look for signals. So there was a signal earlier, which is here. That was the first signal. These two signals are the best signals to come in on that. They would have been the best signals to come in on. But that was at, let's say what time it was. That's an hour before we would have normally come in. I do not like the positioning of the price at the moment. It's touching, look, it's gone into our mental stop area. It's not looking good at all, to be quite honest. It's not looking good. It might be a big sell-off. We might be on the wrong side of the market right now. Only saving grace is that it hasn't touched near these moving averages. If it passes the moving day average, these averages, they're all clumped up together. If it doesn't reject them, then we've got a problem. Big problem. Big problem. It's going into our mental stop. This is not good. I don't like it at all. It shouldn't be doing that. But like I said, we don't know. We don't know. We try to just join the market and get into this area. We thought they're going for the big money. Maybe they're not going for the big money straight away, or maybe they're leaving the big money. I do not know. But that's our story, and that's what we're doing with today. If it doesn't work out, we just follow the money wherever it's going. This is not looking good for us at the moment, but I'm not sure what is going on, to be quite honest. I'm not sure, but there is, looking at it again, right? If we look at this again, because we're getting a signal the other way now. We're getting a signal, a sell signal. So it might be a seller's market right now. I cannot be too sure. However, looking at the market again, like I said, this area here, there are stop losses. There are stops in this area. So if the price comes down, it can be taking these people out before it goes up. It is possible. Or it can just be simply going down. By the looks of it, we might be on the wrong side of the market today, I'm afraid. It's deep into our stop loss area. And if it doesn't pull up, and reject this area, then we're in a problem. Because yesterday I had a similar scenario right here. And what happened is that I came out already, like I saw it do this, and I shut down the trade. But do you see what happened there? Do you see what happened? That's what happened, exactly what happened yesterday. It done that, it went down. I said, nope, I'm coming out. And I came out. As soon as I came out, it switched and went straight back up and turned into a buy. You see that? Do you see what happened there? That just physically looked like we're done. But now it's looking completely different. Now it's looking completely different. It looks bullish now. Even though it went down, it spiked all of these people out. It spiked them out. I'm hoping this is what's happened, because it hasn't concluded yet. But you saw it was quite a strong looking sell, and now it's not. Now it doesn't look like a sell anymore. It looks more of a rejection of prices. So if it closes above these moving averages, then we might be still in the game. It might still be a buyer's market. It's got all of these people in now. All of these people are in the game. All these people up here that put their money here are in the game. They're in it. And their stops can be taken, which would give fuel for it to go up higher. These guys have already just been taken out. All of these guys have just been spiked out with that spike. They've all gone. They've all gone. So those boys are gone. These boys up here are a target. These guys on the left, they've all gone already. All these people that had their stops up there, they're gone. So let's see what happens now. It could really potentially be ferocious and really go high, because it's just got some fuel just here. Stopped all those stop orders out. It could be gunning for the new stop orders up here on the top, and it can then potentially go for that massive block of stop orders that we have potentially looked at earlier. So we just have to wait and see now. We're still in the game. It's not as bad as we thought it could be. It still can go left, it still can go south, it can still fail, but we're still in the game at the moment. Bad news, we got a signal the other way, a sell signal on the other side. But like I said, this happened yesterday. It was a bit confusing for me. We got a signal the other way, and then it just switched and went right back up. So sometimes it's almost like with signals, the signals can mean that it has reached the bottom of the market. It can also mean that. So it has to be read with a pinch of salt. And so I'm not too sure. I'm just going to stick with what we're doing at the moment. I'm not going to switch, because that's what I done yesterday. We switched and we realized we were on the right side of the market in the beginning. But another thing is that the market doesn't like to repeat itself. So it might actually be a sell signal today. So I don't know. I'm just going to have to ride this out. And then if it goes beyond our stop area, then we come out of the market. I'm not going to pull it out. I'm going to wait, and if it does go beyond our stop, then I'm going to say yes, we're wrong. That's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to ignore that sell signal at the moment and just wait. Let it take me out today. That's it. We're coming out of this market. We're out. Like I said, the market don't like doing the same thing twice. I'm taking this sell now. I'm taking a sell on this market now because it's going for these areas down here now, and we were wrong. Basically, we got to the market at the end of it. It switched. It's going for these boys down here, and potentially it could be going even further than that. It could be going even further than that because there's a lot of money down here as well. But that's very far. That's 135 points. 135 points. So I don't know where it's going to go. And I'm hoping that I haven't made the wrong move because it went right to the edge of our stop area. But we've received a signal, and then we received another sell signal, and they're full sell signals. So we only can assume that that's what's happening at the moment. And they were after our stops this time and not anyone else's. So we just have to watch it and see. We have to try and get a break even day out of this, or if we can follow it down to the 135 points, then we're on a winner. It's just as simple as that. Let's move these hard stops up there. And surprisingly, our stop area, no, actually our stop area just be about here. That's where our stop area would be, a new stop area. It looks like they're gunning for these people very quickly, which would be this would be our stop loss. But because our stop loss is not as large as most people's, so instead of losing 30 points, we lose 15 points, for example. So if they are going for these people, we've saved 15 points. I'm hoping that, like I said, looking at the hourly chart, I'm hoping that they're going for the big boys right at the bottom. I'm hoping they're going for them. I'm hoping, if you look at the hourly chart now, I'm hoping that they're going for these guys here. At least, if not these guys, at least these guys here. There's some people underneath this area as well who've put their stops to go up. So at the moment, our stop is around this area here. Our take profit is around this area here. That's today's lows. But there still is potential. There's still money there. There's still money. There's a lot of money down there as well. So let's see what's happening. Let's see if we can get something out of this market today. Right now we're on a loss. Let's see if we can turn it into a plus, or we're going to lose all day. It happens. Sometimes you can't get it right. You do all the analysis, you do everything right, but it just doesn't want to play ball. So it's about cutting your losses, making sure you don't lose too heavily. So let's see. I don't know at the moment. I don't know. The only thing I could see what went wrong with that trade is that we came in late. We came in late. The ascent started around this candle here. The ascent started here, and then it went up quite a bit, and then we joined. Then this is the candle we joined, which is late in comparison to the ascent. It's late. So that's the only thing I saw. And also on the left here, these boys were targeted. Maybe they're going for these guys and not for that big potential that we saw earlier up here. Maybe they weren't going for these stops. They were going for these stops. So if they've got them stops, they've got it. They went up a little bit further, and then they're coming back down. So that's the only thing that could have happened. Or they could be going for both stops. We don't know. These people are crazy. They could be going for these stops down here. They could come and take these stops, right? And then switch immediately and come back up. Or it's just too confusing sometimes. So that's why I only deal with signals. If I get a signal, I get a signal. This was a half signal. The one that we came in on, this one here, was a half signal. We came in on a half signal. It didn't quite work out how we wanted it. Well, it didn't work out at all. So we left. Really and truly, on a half signal, I shouldn't have stayed in as long as I did. I should have come out earlier on, about around this area, just below this candle. If it goes below the candle, then I should have come out. But it's not a problem. This candle here gave me hope. This one here, the way it rejected the moving day averages, I thought that, oh, it's turned. But then it gave us a full signal in the opposite direction. I should have understood that. But like I said, yesterday we had the same scenario and it bounced right back. It is yesterday's scenario. As you can see, it is almost identical. We got an upsurge here. We joined the market late here. This is where we joined the market, right? It came down like it came down today, crossed the moving averages and gave a signal. You see the signal there? There's the signal it gave. So I gave up and left. Immediately I left, it switched back and went where we thought it was going to go in the first place. Today it's done the same thing, except this signal here kept going down and it went for these people. That's what it's doing right now. If we go for today, if we look at today, look, it's gone down. It's done the same thing. It went up. We joined the market around this area here, but we joined a bit late. You see it? We joined a bit late. If we got in here, then we would have been fine. But we got in late. But it joined, it went down, gave us a signal, right? And it appeared that it was going to go back up, but it didn't. And it's gone back down, but it hasn't actually taken anyone's stop at the moment. It hasn't taken anyone's stops at the moment, but that's where it is. It's almost the same thing that happened yesterday. Very, very similar. And like I said, the market doesn't like doing the same thing twice. It almost like it says, oh, you've done your back testing. Let's see. You think you know what you're doing, and then it switches on you. So that's another reason why I was dubious about it. Now look at it now. I don't even know what it's doing. It doesn't look like it wants to target these people again. It still could be doing what it done yesterday, but a bit more deeper. I don't know. This is what happens with this market. Sometimes it does that. It could even be ranging. It's very difficult on the fly to see what is going to happen. But you have to just deal with your signals. If you get a signal, you take the signal. Sometimes the signals are right, sometimes they're not right. But to be quite honest, we came in a bit late on this signal. It's late. If I was going to make that decision on the signal, it's a bit late. It's moved from here to here, moved about 8 points. So it's a bit late for the signal, but nevertheless, we received the signal on the opposite direction and we've taken it. It's as simple as that. Sometimes the signals don't work out perfect. We still got to take them because most of the time they do. Right, we're on the right side of the market this time. It has taken out these guys on the left here. Taking them clean out, no problem. Taking them clean out. That is making me feel that they do want that big prize at the bottom there. Maybe we would be all right. Maybe we can take it a bit further today. Looking at the hour, you can see they've formed a new low. There's a new low forming, but it has hit this moving day average, which can be a problem. It can be a problem. So the next point for them is down here, which is a far stretch as we saw before. So that will be about another 80 points. It is possible to do so, but I am not sure what's going to happen. We can look to come out of the market anytime soon, depending on what it does, depending on how it reacts. Now we've just come into an hour. It's just gone to a next hour. This 5-minute chart here, this is the next hour. So it depends on what it does. It can go a bit further, Or if we look at this 9-day moving average, if it surpasses that, we can come out. So it's just a question of the exit strategy. The exit strategy at the moment, we've done what we needed to do. We can also move our stops, so we're not going to lose on this trade. We move our hard stops near our entry point, so this trade is not going to lose, at least. I do think that we should be coming out of this soon, because it's done what it had to do in the first place. It's done it. It's taken those boys out and left. So it's just a question of whether we want to stick in and believe that it's going to go further or not. So we just have to monitor it and see what's happening. I'm looking to jump out any minute now. Just if we can get a little bit more out of it, because I believe it's probably going to go up a bit. It's going to go up. We're out now. That was rough, but we've actually done pretty well today. We could have stayed in a bit, but I do not know what it's going to do now. All in all, we made a profit today. We've made a profit, a decent profit, a bit of work, but profit. What you've got to understand is that sometimes it doesn't go your way straight away. It just doesn't do it. You have your plan, you have your thought process, which is good. That's what you must have. And it doesn't go according to plan. It doesn't mean that the day is done or you must panic, etc., etc. Look at the market. Look at the market. Do not avenge the trade. If you get a signal, or the fact of the matter is that the moons align again, take the trade. It's as simple as that. We didn't just jump in on a revenge trade. We waited to get a signal. And also, we didn't trust the signal at first. When it took our stop, when our stop area was exhausted, that's when we went in. That's when we were convinced. So you've got to take these things into consideration. That was a good trade. Today was a good trading day. We are actually in profit. We actually profited from this day, and that's brilliant. But it didn't look like that at the beginning. And there's nothing much we could have done about it, because we've got our way of doing it. We do not trade before the open, the London Stock Exchange open. If we did, there wouldn't have been a problem today. And we only take trades with signals. So that's it. We've done what we had to do today, and we've come in on a profit. It's just a matter of discipline. Just a matter of discipline. No revenge trading. No trading on hunches. No trading on whims. Looking if there is a trade. Targeting certain areas the same way we do all the time, and then going for it. That's it. That's all we did today, and it worked out. It was a bit harder than normal, because normally we can just get away with one trade and leave. But that's the way it works. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to dig the hole. Sometimes it's easier. You can see what would have happened if we stayed in the market. The market would have reversed on you and taken your stop, and you would have been out with no money, nothing. Because remember, we put our break even there. So that's why we came out where we came out. It's not exactly sure whether it was going to go for that big money or not, but we do know that they were actually going for them stops just on the left there. So we're out of the game. We profited, and we can wait for another signal. Until next time.